It's Sleepwalker Radio, and I'm here, the one and only Trini Viv. Yeah, man, thanks for letting me pull up. We're currently in a studio in Drexel University. Shout out them. You go to Drexel, right?
I go to Drexel. I'm a senior here. Got a few months left.
Damn, that's exciting.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm not even taking like music classes right now. My major is music industry.
Got you.
But a lot of my classes right now are philosophy related. Getting some extra credits out the way, but
that's cool.
Nice. It's been nice.
That's cool. Your philosophy classes are good. You fuck with like Plato.
Yeah. We had a reading on Plato last week. Aristotle, Socrates, all them.
All those guys.
Yeah.
Hey man, shout out ancient Egypt because that's where they got all their teachings from. The original philosophers.
Greece too.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so you are majoring in music industry. Do you want to like get into that once you graduate? Is that like the role?
I think so. The point where I want to be at after graduation is I just want to be able to make a living off of, creating music.
Yeah.
That could be in any way, like I could get a job at like a theater or something. I could freelance, make music for different brands or whatever. There's a lot of lanes I can go.
Hella lanes, and it's cool that you got like an educational like background in it, because a lot of this stuff you can't really. It's like hidden information for the most part.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah, there's a lot of professors I have given me a lot of gems over the years. Yeah, very
That's
grateful
cool.
for my professors here.
It's cool. Well, to pivot into your personal music, you go by Trini Viv. That's connected to like your Trinidadian heritage.
Yeah.
Would you want to like speak on that a little bit? Are you actually from Trinidad? Like, were you born there?
Yeah, no, I wasn't born there. So,
Got you.
My dad's side is my Trinidadian side.
Got you.
He came over to the U.S. to work, and then we went back as a family. Lived in Trinidad for a couple years. I think it was from when I was like 6 to 8 years old, or something like that.
That's cool.
So I have some vague memories of it. Always sunny. It's either sunny or rainy. We were a 2-minute walk from the beach. It was amazing.
Stamp. Yeah, my granddad is from Trinidad. Like, came over in like the 80s or something. So
nice.
I got some Trinidadian heritage as well. I went back to Trinidad when I was like 1 or 2 or something like that, when I was like a little baby. So I don't remember anything, but
damn.
I was there. I need to go back. Trying to go back.
I'm going back one day, so maybe we can make that
Yeah,
happen.
we might link up.
Yeah.
My family there probably knows your family there. I feel like it's a pretty like community centered area.
I bet.
My family's big as shit. Out in Trinidad.
Yeah, same.
So, you do remember being in Trinidad for a little bit, and then you came back to the U.S. when you were like 8. How was that? Like, was it any type of transitional period or like issues you had coming back?
The only type of transitions I really remember was like, in terms of dialect. Like,
Sure.
When I was young, I didn't have much vocabulary or like knowledge of language, so I spoke like very with a very thick accent, based on my experience in Trinidad. And then when I came to the U.S., I came straight to PA, so I've been in PA since Trinidad.
Got you.
I don't know. It wasn't like too significant of a transition, but I do remember like my words changing, how I said shit. That was super young.
Facts. And then what's your favorite like Trinidadian dish?
Doubles, bro. If you haven't had some doubles in your life, you gotta have some doubles. Rodie knows. Shit, Sprout knows. Niggas know. Yeah.
Facts. So did you move to Philly or like outside of Philly? What area did you move to?
Outside of Philly, the suburbs. That's where my grandparents are, on my mom's side.
Mm-hmm.
So they helped out my mom getting a place out here in the suburbs up north. It's calm. I like being able to go back and forth between the suburbs and the city.
Yeah, so what was it like kind of growing up around that area? You said just like chill?
Bro, to be honest, it was chill. School was like, bro, it's kind of like cult vibes, not gonna lie. But like not in a bad way. It's just like, it's a small town, everyone knows each other. So, word spread faster than anything. But no, it's cool. Like, I have a lot of friends from my hometown. A lot of acquaintances. Like, there's a lot of people who want to help each other out.
Yeah.
For sure.
So how exactly did you get into making music? Because I know you primarily as like a music producer, and I was doing some research and I saw that in like a previous interview you said that you kind of got into producing by just coming across a laptop in your school that had like FL Studio downloaded and you just like popped in. That's a pretty rare way to get into it.
It started with GarageBand, of course.
Of course.
On the school MacBooks.
On the MacBook, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a class for that. It wasn't even a class for GarageBand, but we just used GarageBand for some class. I forgot. Yeah. But after that, it was really my boy Colby Cole. You might know him. Mm-hmm. One day we just he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, I'm recording a song with one of our other boys. Trying to pull up." So I pulled up to the crib. We went through YouTube Beats, started writing, with no goal in mind except to make a song for the first time. We made it and we were like, "Oh my god, like this shit is easier than we thought, and we can make some real good art." So after that first song I made with Cole, it was like I was on a mission to get what I needed to make shit. I got my laptop, my keyboard, all that.
Got you. So you were initially like rapping before you were producing, or were you doing both?
Yeah, I was definitely rapping first.
Got you.
Yeah, but I never was like satisfied with my rapping voice.
True.
I liked it. I dropped songs, so like I liked it sufficiently enough to drop, but like I realized as I kept making music, I was like, damn, I think the melodies and the drums are speaking to me a little bit more, so I started taking control of that, basically.
And like when was that, like what time period was that, like transition to beats mostly?
That was like 2019.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I called myself Young Viv.
Young Viv.
And then 2019 I switched to Trini Viv.
Got you.
Yeah. And that rebrand kind of took me from rapper to producer. Overall. Yeah.
Do you think there's like a specific reason why you like rap Trinidad the way that you do? Because it's like in your name, and I feel like there are a lot of references.
I've thought about it. I've thought about it a lot. And one major reason is because I have a lot of respect for my Trinidadian side, my Trinidadian family, how they took care of us when we were there. A lot of it is also like me trying to embody like what I like see myself, like see my origin as, like I see my origin more like connected to Trinidad more than anything else. Like I feel like a ancestral connection to that land specifically. And I listened to a lot of reggae, a lot of Trinidadian artists when I was younger. So I naturally have a lot of music that symbolizes certain aspects about that.
I be feeling like your beats sound kind of like tropical. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like it makes sense that you're kind of connecting to the Trinidadian side. You also used to play like steel drums growing up, right?
Yeah, I feel like was super young. Yeah,
I feel like that also comes through, like in the music and just like your production and how it's like different. And then you also taught yourself the piano, right?
No, actually, I started with lessons, and I was young. 10 years old, so I was like, I don't even like these lessons because it was like a hassle. I wanted to play my DS or whatever.
Yeah.
Stopped piano lessons. Came here to Drexel, took some piano classes. So
Got
got
you.
some muscle memory back.
Got you.
Yeah, as of now, I'm like teaching myself, taking some lessons with my grandmother.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah,
Shout out Grammy.
facts. Thank you, Granny.
Yeah,
Coming in clutch.
I would say the piano is something that is like pretty distinct. Like your keys and your production's pretty much present in all your beats, and they're like very different. I would say the way you go about playing them and like setting up the keys and chords and everything. Is there like a specific reason why, like you're kind of going for that type of approach to it?
I wouldn't say there's a specific reason. I do recognize, I guess, how unique my approach is at some times, and I kind of just like to embrace the fact that I don't know where I'm gonna go with a certain melody or
Facts.
a certain chord. Like
Facts.
I start a lot of my beats with just one chord,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's really just stream of consciousness after that, like based on that chord. Yeah, a lot of it's just my melodic preference and where my brain sees notes going.
Facts.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you feel like shit just kind of comes to you as you're making it, like
Yeah,
tapping
sure.
into a certain degree. To
Yeah.
Like,
That's definitely how it
high
is.
power, yeah.
Yeah, very rarely I
So,
go back to beats. A lot of beats I'll like, make in one session
got you.
for the most part.
No, that's cool, man. And you draw from a few different, like, genres of music that, like, influence your sound. Would you want to say a few artists that you're, like, influenced by?
Yeah, overall, my biggest influences so far have been Pharrell Williams, Herbie Hancock, Stevie Wonder. I've just been listening to Stevie Wonder more recently.
Mhm.
He's, oh my god, he will never get old.
Shout out Stevie.
Them three. I guess more modern influences. Pierre, I listened to so many Pierre beats from like 2016 to 18. It was like all I listened to.
Facts. That's when he was really, like, locking in on, like, new sound, new level.
Yeah.
He really elevated his shit.
Yeah, when he made Life Pierre 4.
Yeah.
That was when I was like super tapped into him. Yeah.
Same.
But that's
Shout out
about
Pierre.
it. Amongst other people that I can't think of at the moment, but those four are definitely off the top.
Facts. So how did you start to get involved in the Philly music scene? Because you grew up a little bit outside of Philadelphia. But I feel like right now you're kind of tapped in with a lot of artists that are based out of the city.
It's interesting because I started like in the crowd at events that I was just interested in seeing.
Yeah.
Well, some of my boys I met like from social media or whatever, and then we knew of each other. We saw each other at the shows. We chopped it up. Ended up having sessions together. And just started making music together. It's really, it's so hard to what's it called?
Like pinpoint exactly.
Yeah, just like recollect everything that went on.
Yeah.
To get to this point, but yeah, it really started with the local shows.
Yeah.
Meeting new artists that way.
Yeah, it's really natural, organic way to go about shit. What type of rap shows were you going to? What was like your top like three like underground rap shows you went to back in the day when you were coming up that you can remember?
There was a Joestar one. He's always been a crowd killer.
For sure. Shout out Joestar.
He's always been fun to watch. That was probably one of the first Philly shows I went to. And then there was one called Glitch. My boys set up Kush, Guap. They set up that event. I think it was the third Glitch. They had like two previous ones.
Yeah.
But I ain't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Glitch. And damn, can't really think of any other ones distinctly, but definitely Glitch. Definitely some Jawstar shows.
Yeah, I think the first Jawstar show I'd seen was like, it was him and like Quaddy, Maddox, and they brought Bear One Boss up from Atlanta.
I remember that show.
Yeah, and it was like in some random, like, I guess warehouse building. I'm not even really too sure what exactly that building was. It was in the cut out of nowhere, and me and my mans ended up going like, because we were kind of confused of where to go in, so we went through like the back way, because the door was open, and we ended up going through like the green room where like all of them were. And this was before like I did anything with Jawstar or any of them, so like I was just looking around like, oh shit, like
that's cool.
I shouldn't be here right now. But then we just went to like the main section. It was cool.
Yeah, that was before Bear One Boss really got his buzz, you know.
Yeah, like I really went there to see like Bear One Boss and also all of them too, but like shout out Bear One.
Yeah, he was
that dude
on his shit.
Yeah,
he still is
for sure. Another crowd killer. He knows how to work any type of crowd.
Yeah,
whether it's like 5 people or like 500, you know.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing him perform one day. I'm sure I will.
In
person, at least.
Yeah, man. I could see y'all collabing on some shit for real.
Same.
But yeah, I wanted to talk about a few collaborators of yours. Was Rodie Senpai the first person to rap on one of your beats that wasn't yourself?
That was what?
That like wasn't yourself? Because I feel like y'all have been locked in for potentially the longest, just like going through your discography and shit.
Yeah. It was kind of like, yeah, actually, no. Now that I think about it, he really was one of the first people to like really send shit back to me. I sent him the beat for Forever. OG's know that. That bitch on me, she trying to get a piece of the pie. Niggas think that they slime, I can read the disguise. She see the gang, I'm hopping a ride. I'm in New York for the night with the vibe. Top party get fucked up and get fly. How you know them bitch, we got time. Yeah, I sent him that beat. I didn't think he would send shit back. He sent a whole song back. I'm like, yo, like, is this the start of something? Yeah. And it was, like, yeah. So, yeah, I guess Rodie probably would be really up there with one of the first artists I work with. Mm-hmm. And then it's, like, Eli, Sprout. Because we all locked in at pretty much the same time. Got you. Yeah. Which one of them did you, like, meet first? Have you gotten to meet any of these people in person, or is it all just kind of sending shit back and forth? I know, yeah, I know all of them in person. Okay, yeah. That's kind of what I figured. Sorry, what was the question? Who would I meet first? Yeah. Out of that whole group. Or did you, like, meet them all at the same time? Because I know they collaborate with each other as well, but I wasn't sure if, like, you met them all, like, at once, or if it was, like, individual shit. It was kind of just, like going with the wave of like social media, I guess. You know, we'd see each other pop up because we're local. Yeah. And then at the shows, we recognize each other's faces. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I can't think of who I exactly met first. Kind of just like a group thing. No, that makes sense. Yeah. What's your favorite track you've done with Rodie? Favorite track with a Rodie? Damn. All right. Well, Forever is definitely up there. Mm-hmm. Niggas Know is up there. Casa del Blues is up there. I'd probably have to say Forever. Forever? Yeah, that's... Got you. Yeah. It's one of my favorites. Since we're talking about Sprout and Eli, what are your favorite tracks you've done with them, too? With Sprout, either Sprouty Dharma or Daily Routine. Because Daily Routine is one of my favorite melodies I've made to this day. Yeah. Definitely that one. Favorite song with Eli, Go Yard Duffel, Spork. Damn. This is all release shit, by the way. Yeah, Unreleased is a different story. I got you. But, yeah, probably Go Yard Duffel or Spork for Eli. Yeah. Got you. Who are you listening to right now? Just music. Who am I listening to right now? I'm listening to a lot of Lisha. Just like exploring her older music along with the stuff we got. I listen to a lot of the artists I work with. I listen to Rodie, Sprout, Kami, Eli, Drew. Drew's my boy. I listen to a lot of Drew. Let me see real quick. Oh, bro, I listen to 80 like every day. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Shout out 80 off camera and Kwon too.
80 is one of my favorite artists. Other than that, I listen to a lot of Barra One. I've listened to It Girl, Mother It Girl. She's hard. Other than that, it's really like random. I'll be scrolling through jazz.
Got you.
Or like sometimes electric music with no lyrics.
Yeah.
Or I said electronic.
Electronic. No, yeah. I got you though. There probably is an electric genre of music too.
Yeah. If not, we'll make it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm listening to right now.
Yeah. I've been fucking with this dude, Lildre556. He's like 15 or 16, and he's like, he reminds me a lot of like TK in a sense, where he's just like a bad kid just saying like anything. But I think what also reminds me of TK is like his beat selection is just like insane. Me fucking with this one dude like Perc40. I don't know if you know who that is, but he makes like
the handle Lildre556.
Yeah, he be around. But Perc40 is his producer, and he makes like plug music, but it's like obnoxious, like evil, like like dark plug. So the melodies are like fried, and like weird, and the 808s are like times like 100,
and the hi-hats are just like constant.
Yeah, it's just like some crazy shit. And Lil Dre be rapping on a lot of Perc40 and Perc40 type beats. That's just like,
I see.
It's just what I'm into right now. Have you gotten reached out to by like any labels or anything like that?
Recently I've gotten reached out to by a couple A&Rs. Which it feels good because, you know, I know that it's all part of the process of leveling up. So it feels like it's meant to be at this point. So I'm kind of just, you know, taking it slow, I guess, making sure I have everything prepared as I'm meeting with these people.
Yeah. That's fire. Do you see yourself like signing a deal of any type? And would you want to sign a deal as like a rap artist or like a producer or both?
It's hard to say if I see myself signing a deal. I don't really, as a producer, because like I feel like I'm really gonna go all out with the instrumentals, like the beats.
Yeah.
So as a producer, it's hard to really concretely say that I want to sign a deal at some point. And I don't really have like any good reasons at this point. I gotta just go through the process, see what I like and don't like, or just gain knowledge about deals and stuff like that.
You'll know when you know type shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like so many artists over just the history of music industry in America have just gotten like completely fucked over signing deals. So
they be saying yes and they don't know what they saying yes to.
Yeah.
That's something me and Lisha were talking about the other day. Like saying yes to offers. Like she's smart. She knows what she wants, and she's going to protect whatever she needs to protect to get there. I respect her for that.
For sure. Because I feel like she's probably had a few... We interviewed Lisha like probably like 2 years ago now. And I feel like since then, she's had like a few different like opportunities for her to kind of like sell out or, you know, sign like some weird deal to like, I don't know, fucking Atlantic's sub label, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like she's like very intentional about what she does with how she releases music and who she works with and everything. So
yeah, we're on the same page about that.
Yeah, that's why when I saw y'all connect, I was like, oh shit. I don't know if I even asked you this directly yet, but like, how did y'all start working together, you and Lisha?
All right, so it's pretty simple. She posted on her Instagram story. She was like, I'm doing beat placements for blah blah blah.
Right.
I was like, all right, let me get one.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, send it. I sent
Yeah.
the beat. She really fucked with the beat. She sent it back. I was like, damn, this is a hit. So I just kept sending her beats, and it ended up being like, all right, like I'm not paying for these anymore because like we're just, you know, on a more collaborative type genre. But yeah, it really started just from a paid placement.
Got you.
Yeah, and I invested in that. I knew it was gonna be an investment. I took that risk and it worked out.
For sure. How many songs have y'all like sent back and forth? Like, how many you think you have done right now?
I think so. There's like 4 songs that we've made by me sending a beat to her and her sending it back. We got like 4 like that, and then recently in October and December we linked up in Atlanta.
Oh shit!
Had a few studio sessions and we made 10 songs in person.
Damn. So y'all actually are sitting on some shit right now.
Yeah.
Because I listened to the single y'all put out together. I think that was relatively recent. And you did like a remix to one of her songs with Yuneylae. Shout out Yuneylae too.
Yeah.
A great producer.
Yeah, I love that song. I gotta tap in with Yuneylae too. I've heard a lot of their beats.
Yeah. Fire. Yeah, so do you think y'all will put out like some type of project anytime soon? Do you have any idea?
We're working on a project right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be called Groovy Steppin shit.
Hey.
What go around, come around. Yeah, I love that chopper sound. Yeah, I love that chopper sound. What go around, come around. Yeah, I love that chopper.
Hey.
Groovy Steppin shit.
Let's go.
And
heard it here first.
we're planning on releasing it like around Valentine's Day, maybe a week or 2 after, but aiming for February.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have, I think, 12 songs. There's a title track called Groovy Steppin Shit. I know people going to love it. Yeah, we're just in the process. We're trying to get some visuals, just making content right now.
Yeah. Fire. And then you also put out a compilation tape of your own Bounce House Blues last year.
Yeah.
How did that like process come about? Did you go out and you're like, I'm about to put out a project, let me start recording for this, or were they just songs that you had been like sitting on for a minute and wanted to put out?
It's a combination of songs that I've been sitting on
Mm-hmm.
and wanting to do stuff with, and just the direction I wanted to take my music. I didn't know I wanted to do like a tape like that, like a producer tape. I was kind of in between doing a tape like that and a tape where I rap over all my beats.
Stamp.
That still might come one day.
Yeah.
When I truly find what I want to do with my voice.
Yeah.
But no, it really came about just from having a lot of unreleased and then listening to all of it and being like, oh, I can make a cohesive project out of these select songs.
Yeah.
It came about very nicely, I think.
Yeah, and it's cool to have something out like that's under your name as like a project. So you're like as a producer, like because I feel like you've been tapping in a bunch of artists for a minute now, so it was like about time, you know what I'm saying? To get some shot.
One of my goals for last year for 2023 was to have a project out to my name.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had Skimaskmusic, Trini Senpai, Rhythm and Rage. But it's kind of a different what's the word? I don't know. It's just like a different thing when you're collabing with one artist versus a whole amalgamation of artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite track off the compilation tape?
Damn. Mind Right will always hold a special place in my heart because that's like the second song that I recorded ever with Rodie and Eli.
pretty bitch like a Klondike. And you know that shit that's on my wrist, you know it shine bright. I can't rush this shit, boy, I gotta get my time right.
That's like, that's a great joint for me. Biscuits and Honey, that's one of my favorites because it's my favorite mix. Like, I feel like I bodied that mix.
Gotcha.
Perseu's voice.
Slap like biscuits with the honey on the side. Yeah, I'm from Philly, but it's not the sunny side. Let her host that between the business and your grind. I dealt like 230. She tried to tell me it's
But my top one at this moment is Dancing with the Drugs. Because that beat is just like, you know, that shit hits. And it's like, it's got a nice amount of just like weirdness or like avant-garde type.
They like dancing with the drugs and I like hitting my shit too. My shooter colorblind, was that a red sight or was it blue? Said I'm feeling cocky, posted with a rocket. 556 eat through faces and they go through sockets.
And do you plan on dropping another compilation album this year? Or are you just kind of going with the flow?
Honestly, I don't think so. Maybe like I'd have to see how this summer goes or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, I'm really just focused on this work I got with Lisha, and then after we drop that, you know, we're gonna keep the ball rolling. Like, I expect to lock in with her even more, and yeah, I don't know, see where it takes me.
Yeah.
But,
No, that's exciting, man.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. I said already, but shout out Lisha G. I fuck with her. Always.
Shout out her.
And a couple more questions about collaborators. You mentioned him a couple of times already, but Perseus, how did y'all connect? Because I feel like, for me personally, Skimaskmusic is my favorite like project that Perseus has put out, just because it's so different on his end and your end too. So I just want to know, like, how did y'all connect with each other?
I'm actually not really sure. I don't remember distinctly how we met.
Got you.
But I'm sure it was a similar situation.
Yeah.
As the other artists. Like, I probably pulled up to one of his shows, or we were both at a show.
Yeah.
We met each other because, like, we recognize each other from social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as much as I hate to admit it, like, social media really was the start for a lot of my connections. And it's like,
facts.
It is what it is, but yeah, I appreciate it either way.
It's theirs to use, so you might as well use it.
Yeah.
You just can't get consumed by it, because it'll destroy
that
you.
shit is not the real world, but that can contribute a lot to the real world.
And then how did the Skimaskmusic process, like, making it go? Because I was really fucked with that tape.
So that process, it was more organic more than everything.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't even thinking about releasing a project until we had all the songs for it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we just had, like, you know, a few sessions here and there. We'd make a bunch of music, and we just, we stacked up music to the point where it's like, all right, let's paint a picture with it.
Yeah.
And so I think Perseus thought of the name Skimaskmusic. It was either him or his boy Money.
Yeah. Shout out Money.
This big dope, turn that boy to Dodie. Now he big smoke. Rapping through the ski mask, gotta get my toe tag. Rapping through the ski mask, gotta get a toe. Rapping through the ski mask, gotta get a toe tag.
Just during one of the sessions, we were like, what should we call it? Someone said Skimaskmusic, and it was like, that was it. But no, it was really just natural sessions, unreleased music coming together.
I fuck with it. I feel like most of your music making is kind of done pretty organically and naturally. And I feel like you're tapped in with the right rhythm of the shit right now. So that's fire, man. Yeah, and then another collaborator I want to talk to you about was Noiseofcory, because I know y'all locked in like pretty early in your career, and I feel like his beats kind of remind me of your beats. I feel like yours is a little bit more like rawer take on like that type of sound. But how did y'all connect? And do you feel like you are influenced at all by his music?
I'm influenced a lot by his music. Maybe not as much right now as before.
Yeah.
But he's really one of the people that got me into making music as well, along with Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Corey was one of the first local artists that I found, just in general, just like tapping into the music scene.
Got you.
In Philly, I found him, along with Josstar, Quaddy, and all of them.
Yeah.
But you know, his melodies hit me different, and I don't know, he's got that ear. We both got that ear.
Yeah.
And I look forward to collabing with him one day.
Mm-hmm.
But I already respect what he's dropped, what he's done for hip hop and shit.
For sure. And I feel like he's kind of pivoted to like a more like indie alternative. Even though he was kind of already off that shit, I'm not really like too caught up on what he's on right now, but I feel like he's not really even based in Philly anymore and shit. I saw some super random shit where he was like, you remember Digital Nas, the producer?
Yeah.
They were like beefing on like Digital Nas was on his. I sent it to 80. Digital Nas went on Instagram and posted like 100 stories, just like posting hella stories, and then in like the
like mentioning him and shit.
Just mentioning anything, talking about anything. He's kind of like a disciple of Kanye right now, and
I see.
off the similar like you know, shout out God and everything, and you know, he's super Christianity and Jesus, but also like trying to apply that to like the world the same way Kanye is, which is like kind of weird. Yeah, it's extreme and like on both ends, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, in the spree of posts, he was just like fuck Noiseofcory basically. And I was like, yo, what? He's like adding him and shit. I think they like FaceTime each other and he screen recorded them like talking shit to each other on FaceTime, but like took the sound out. It was like the randomest shit ever. I was like, yo, what? I haven't seen Noiseofcory in a minute. Why is Digital Nas beefing with him?
Beefing over FaceTime is crazy.
It's crazy.
That's news to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right, and then after all that, he posted like, "Me and Noiseofcory are good now. That's bro. Like we're family again and shit." So I don't even know. I don't even know what that was all about, but
that's some crazy lore though.
Yeah, some random lore.
Yeah.
For the lore heads out there.
Real Philly lore.
Yeah, we kind of talked about this already. Just you going to Drexel, and do you feel like you're able? Because it's your senior year now, do you feel like you're able to use the resources that were here specifically for music? Because there is a music program and shit. And how do you feel about it?
Yeah, so the knowledge specifically, I feel like I got like the fundamentals for any route that I'm trying to take. If I'm trying to take a more classical route, I have some fundamental music theory knowledge. If I want to go just a more entrepreneurial route, I had a class that really went over everything an entrepreneur needs to know. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of fundamentals to step in the door and be prepared.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm still trying to gain that like specialized knowledge of producing, making melodies. Along with that, though, the connections, the professors, all the music industry program professors, they're all, huge music heads. They all make music. They all work on music in some type of way. And I've connected with a few professors already that I think that connection will keep going after graduation.
For sure, and it's really all about like who you know at the right time for this type. I mean, really in most career paths in life, especially in America. So connections are super important, and it's good you feel like you gained something from, going through this whole process here. It's fine.
Sure.
I have a few producer questions I just wanted to ask you. Like, how often do you produce? Like, how often you make beats, would you say?
I aim for at least one beat or melody a day.
Alright.
It doesn't happen as much as I want it to. It usually be like maybe like 4 beats every 7 days, 4 beats a week or something like that. It really varies how long it takes me to make a beat that I'm satisfied with or that I'm like I really connect with. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it'll take 15-20 minutes and it'll be like a hit. Like the Get Silly beat, I'm pretty sure I made that joint in like 45 minutes.
Damn.
Something like that. Sometimes it'll take an hour plus, an hour and a half plus. But I try to get at least a beat in a day.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I still work on my own music somehow, whether it's mixing something or doing some overdubs on a previous beat, something like that.
And what software do you use to produce?
I'm an Ableton all the way.
Hey.
Ableton user all the way. I love FL. FL's my OG. Started with FL, but I've been growing a love for Ableton, and there's just so much you can learn on that DAW that I still have no idea.
Yeah.
There's just so much I haven't explored yet about it. I love Ableton.
I feel like that's the natural progression as like a producer is to like start in FL, and then like that's like the next boss is perfecting Ableton.
Either that or Logic.
Or Logic, yeah.
They go from FL to Logic or FL to Ableton.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, still trying to learn Pro Tools. Pro Tools is still a monster that scares me, but I'm gonna get there one day because that's just the industry standard. So if I'm trying to, I gotta use that. Maybe not to produce, but to mix.
And do you have like a specific like sound kit that you use, or are you sampling things, or is it all just kind of like VSTs and stuff?
A lot of VSTs for melodies.
Yeah, got you.
My favorite VSTs are Omnisphere, Purity. I just got one called Diva. That's amazing. Shout out Cole. He cracked that joint for me. But for drums, I use Splice mainly.
Got you.
I like to so like Splice will have the drop downs where you can search sounds by like most popular or like most relevant or whatever.
Yeah.
I like to hit the random one and just scroll through randomly on like a lot of kits that honestly aren't hip hop. Like a lot of bossa nova kits, a lot of jazz kits, funk kits. And I'll use those sounds in a more hip hop context in my beats, and that's what creates like a nice groove.
I fuck with that. That also makes sense. And do you sample at all, or is it all like just playing shit through VSTs?
I sample very, very rarely.
Yeah.
Mostly just me making the melodies. Yeah. I do love sampling though, but it's just a lot more tedious for me than making my own melody at the end of the day.
And then, do you be like playing the game when you make beats? Because I feel like a lot of producers have like playing like video games like fixed into their like process of beat making. Do you do that at all, or you
not
just
while I play? No,
yeah.
I do get a lot of inspiration from video games
for sure
for my music.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I'd play the Wii with my brothers so much. Like the Wii music is just like, bro, it's so good.
Yeah.
When you really break it down, you break down the chord progressions they use, and bro, the Wii like Wii Sports, Wii Music, they snapped with that.
Yeah, it was snapping.
There's a lot of other games, but a lot of Wii games I take a lot of inspiration from. Yeah.
Got you. And then I'm assuming you're probably sitting down most of the time when you're like making beats and stuff, but when you rap and like record yourself, do you sit up or stand down to record?
When I record, I like to stand, cause like I just feel more open in general. So like it feels like I'm using more of my voice when I'm standing, even though it's probably just like what's
mental
it called?
Thing.
Yeah, just a
No, that's cool though. A lot of people these days they sit down from just asking people. So yeah, You're standing out from the crowd, man.
I've recorded sitting down before, and
Yeah.
I don't see like too much of a difference. It's really just like, it's negligible. Sometimes I'll stand up, sometimes I'll sit down. It's really just in the moment what I'm comfortable with. But sometimes when I make beats standing up, that's just different.
Yeah.
Like during the studio sessions with Lisha, I would make some of the beats standing up.
Word.
Just like in a total flow state, really.
Yeah.
And yeah, I made some of my favorite beats.
Gotcha.
Like
okay.
that. So
you're making beats standing up.
yeah,
That might be the move.
New wave.
So for like a person that's not hip to you at all, what would you like recommend as like a project for them to check out to get like an understanding of your sound and like what you're about? 2 or 3 projects even. Doesn't have to just be one.
If you don't know me, you should definitely listen to Bounce House Blues, because that's some of my most recent and favorite work, with some of my favorite artists that, well, I can call them friends as well, that I've been working with for the past couple of years now. Bounce House Blues is really an amalgamation of the past couple of years, like everything we've been working on. So that one for sure, Bounce House Blues. And I guess my other projects, collab projects, Trini Senpai with Rodie, Skimaskmusic with Perseu, and Rhythm and Rage with Yuneylae. If you want to listen to them in order of when they're released, you can get a good idea of how my sound has been evolving over time.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'd say get ready for Groovy Steppin shit with Lisha, because that's going to be like just more of my favorite music, and you're going to see where I'm going with it.
Facts.
Yeah.
And then going through just like your music over the years, I feel like you occasionally will branch out into like more like indie or pop song, or use like drum and bass elements in your music. Would you ever want to get into that lane of music production, or do you kind of like where you're at right now?
I want to get into other genres for sure. Like, I see myself making a lot of drum and bass, like a lot of jungle type beats, just because I love that pace and I love those types of drums. I just haven't tackled it yet, because I know I'm like, what I want to do is really keep working on this sound that I have currently.
Facts.
But yeah, no, I want to compose one day too. I want to learn to write music. Well, I am learning.
Yeah.
I want to be good at writing music, and make some jazz arrangements, some piano sonatas of my own.
Hey, let's go.
Stuff like that really could go anywhere, and I want to go everywhere with it.
Yeah. No, that's fire, man. Where do you see yourself in like the general Philly music scene right now? Like,
I see myself in a pretty specific lane, I'd say. And I wouldn't say it's like the most favorable lane. Like, you know, not everyone's gonna enjoy the type of music I make.
Yeah.
But it's really a lane that like sticks out more than anything. I feel like it's a pretty unique lane.
For sure.
And I just want to keep growing off of that sentiment, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, because I do feel like it can be a little bit of a polarizing. Like, as soon as you hear the first 5 seconds of it, you're gonna actually like fuck with it heavy, or you're gonna be like, what is this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it's better to make music that will draw a reaction, like naturally draw a reaction, than have someone be like, it's alright. And like, you didn't have to go on the track and say some wild shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To, like, get that response, which is good.
Yeah,
And yeah, so where do you see yourself in like 5 years from now, you think? I know, like, just talking to you, it seems like you're kind of very open to any type of direction. You're more so just getting prepared for where that could take. Like, where would you want to be?
So, I want to be in my own crib, of course. I want to be able to make quality music
Yeah.
from my crib. Like I wanna have all the equipment I need, like at my fingertips, basically.
Yeah.
In terms of like my career, I want to. Oh my God, what do I want, man?
I feel you, bro.
I just want to be able to provide for my family off of music.
Yeah.
And it's looking like my chances of that are growing each day, thankfully. So it's just about taking care of the people I love, and I would hope that everyone is in a good place, you know, mentally, financially. I don't know. I feel like I could answer that question so much better, but like
Nah.
I really just I have trouble looking that far ahead. But yeah. I know I'm gonna have some scores written by then. I know I'm gonna have a score that's in a video game. That's one thing I know I'll have, because I'm gonna work towards that. I want one of my pieces in some type of game, or a film, or a TV show. I'm gonna definitely have one of those placements within 5 years from now. That's one of my bigger goals.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's lit. Yeah, those are pretty much all the questions I had for right now. Or is there anything that we should, like, aside from the tape of Lisha, what should we expect from you in the future? In your future?
You should expect more melodies that you've never heard before.
Yeah.
You know, more arrangements that are gonna just challenge the way that modern, like, industry music is arranged. Like, I'm gonna keep challenging the more popular things about music, I guess, because that should be getting old to me really quick.
Yeah.
And I make music a lot for myself. Like, I make music because I hear things in my brain that I just, like, I have to translate into music, or like, yeah, I don't know. It's I be going on rants and shit.
No, I feel you. But just be ready. More different sounding music. That's great.
Yeah,
Projects on the way. You got any shout outs before we wrap it up?
Shout out you, Sleepwalker.
Hey,
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming on.
And
having me here.
appreciate you sliding. Shout out all my family. Shout out 80. Shout out Kwon. Shout out y'all who are here right now.
Shout out you, bro.
Shout out my boys Rodie, Sprout, Kami, Drew, Zeph, Sebi, Kush. Damn, the whole squad. Them ones. We're the ones, you know. Shout out Lisha. Shout out my professors here at Drexel. Y'all are really teaching me how to become a savant in this industry, and I really appreciate that. I think that's it.
Yeah, and shout out Trini Viv.
Thank you, man.
To wrap it up, it's been Sleepwalker Radio, Trini Viv, live from Drexel Studios. Let's go.